So hi, I'm Daniyal Nadeem, Security Operations Analyst at Oracle. So bit about my background. I graduated in 2018, did a degree in cybersecurity, and have worked at a couple of places since then. So worked at Darktrace as a cyber engineer before moving on to ITC Secure as a SOC analyst. And ultimately, I'm here at Oracle. And yeah, my day-to-day is a bit about sort of monitoring the tools that we have for alerts and then responding to events or incidents as they come in. Adding value is really key to where you work, and I personally believe that I add value by being proactive with what I do. So in terms of monitoring and researching, I do a lot of research in terms of what's out there, what's happening in other companies, across other organizations, the type of threats and the threat landscape. So doing that research helps me in my day-to-day role and make sure I'm on top of things and proactively looking for threats. I'd say it's the aspect of having to work across sort of several different teams and interactions I get with other parts of the business. So legal teams, the compliance team, engineering. So interactions with different teams enables me to sort of learn more about how other teams work within the org and across my company. And I guess that's something I really enjoy. So on top of my degree, I did a Cisco CCNA in networking, which sort of gave me really good foundational networking skills that help me in my day-to-day role. I also have the Security Plus and the CISA Plus from CompTIA, and that's helped me a lot in terms of understanding different sort of aspects of security, different tools, how things work, and how to sort of do a bit of documentation as well around those. So those are really good certs that I've done. I've also done the training for the SANS SEC 504, which has helped me in the incident response side of things. So I'm looking to sort of grow and progress in terms of sort of either managing a team in the future or sort of learning more skills. That could be taking another course, such as SANS, taking one of their advanced certifications, or doing some other certification that brings me more knowledge. I heavily work in the cloud, so learning more about cloud native technologies and sort of DevSecOps is my next aim. It's hard to find a least favorite thing at work, but in terms of me, I'd say as an analyst, there are times when you see the same type of alert come in for a few days, or there's like quiet periods when you're not actively responding to alerts, and things can sort of get a bit boring then. But in that space, I do keep myself busy. So if I'm not responding to alerts, I engage in learning, doing some labs, or looking at projects that I can do in my home lab that can help me sort of keep going. So I guess as an analyst, there's a lot of times where you get the same false positive or you have these quiet periods, but it's essential that you keep yourself busy and use that time wisely. So I've worked with a lot of products, and there's EDR tools that I've worked with in the past, I work with now as well, such as Carbon Black, Titanium being one of them. ClamAV is an anti-malware tool that I've worked with. In terms of SIEM, I've worked with Splunk, ArcSight, QRadar. I've also worked with Darktrace in the past. So yeah, there's a lot of tools that I get to work with and have exposure to. So I have a lot of interactions with sort of management when it comes to reporting on incidents or sort of demonstrating the value of maybe a new product that we've onboarded. So I think a key skill that is really important is to be able to translate what you do on a day-to-day basis and the value you bring and the value of the work you do to higher management, because that's really important, it's something that you learn as you sort of experience it on a day-to-day basis. And currently at Oracle, I think I've learned a lot dealing with management, sort of doing reporting or case reporting and stuff like that. So yeah, that's one of the skills that's really important. Biggest achievement I'd say is the recent blog post I did, and this is This is regarding an OCI native security product called CloudGuard, which is a posture checking tool that's available for Oracle Cloud customers. So me being one of sort of the internal customers of the product, I onboarded it and did like a blog explaining how we onboarded the product and the challenges we faced and what value it brings to us. So I think that blog that I did was really one of the biggest, if not the biggest achievements so far in my current role.